When I started hosting people through Airbnb, it just naturally progressed into a boarding house. My zoning in my neighborhood just went in that direction. I have to say, one of my first guests is still one of my favorite guests. This young man contacted me from Beijing, China, and he was coming into the area to work at National Renewable Energy Laboratories. I didn't even realize it was that close to me, but that soon became a big player in all the guests I started to get from all over the world. My first guest, his name was something like Bahoa. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong, but he chose to go by Andy. I did not know, but when a lot of Asian foreigners come to the US, they choose names that people will remember. Andy, when he got in, again, I'm assuming he's flying from Denver, maybe a layover somewhere, but ultimately from Beijing. He gets to the house and he's asking me, well, where's the grocery store? He saw another guest and I cooking, and he said that he wanted to all eat together. I just kind of swallowed and I said, well, I can take you there and bring you back. Not that it was very far. And I explained where it was, and I did drop him off, but he said, no, I'll walk back. And I'm thinking, geez, this young man has a lot of energy. I did have to say, Andy, how does anyone fly in from Beijing and have so much energy? And he just gave me a little. I visited friends on the East Coast for a week. So he really just flew in from, I think it was Boston. Anyway, to this day, I really enjoyed hosting that young man. He does get back. I made a plate of asparagus with slivered almonds on it and a little bit of raspberry vinegar. And I forget today what Donna was making, but she made a dish too. Well, Andy came back in. I showed him my rice maker and he started rice. And then he asked if we could eat like he does at his home in China. I said, absolutely. I cannot believe how quickly this young man whipped up 3 dishes, 3 incredible dishes, 3. And the way he eats, we all scooped up a little bit of rice and we put all those plates of food in the middle of the table. Then we went over and took off of each plate that we wanted and sat, and we all sat and ate together. That was the beginning of some really wonderful cooking experiences in my new kitchen. Thanks for listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, consider subscribing to hear some more fun stories. And of course, if you have a fun story, please contact me and maybe we can talk about it via a Zoom call and put it on this channel for all to hear. Because those of us who do Airbnb and are making some decent money, we want to share this with other people because there's so many people out there that might be lonely, living alone in a huge house, want a little extra income. There's so many different reasons, but open your heart, open your mind, and join us on this journey.